Okay, so I keep being told that they attacked here, or that they tried to defend themselves, or that they used stored energy. They used their starvation to create obligation. It's interesting. Somebody from a distance said that that's what the Bears are doing. Very interesting. Um, this person also helped me back so that they could get an argument in this pool, and I don't think that they're going to actually be providing to it because of how hard they tried to stop others from saying. So, what some of these people are doing is they are going as low as possible for the sole purpose of challenging existence. And the argument for it is, I exist already. If you kill me now, you exist already. You could just die as well. It doesn't work because they're going that far to create the obligation that allows them to do the things that they want, which means they should use the space they have that doesn't violate anybody to figure that out. And so not doing anything and challenging existence in that way fails in a way that whenever they get that low, the argument then transitions away from existence towards everybody else who's not doing it. And they say, I got lower than you, I'm hungrier than you, I've been through worse than you, you guys have too much, and I would have died. Arguments like that. But the way this works is if you actually do that right, you're not supposed to come here and take things. You're not supposed to say, this is mine, I don't care. This is mine, I don't care. You're not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be logical. Everyone's supposed to go, oh, that makes sense, and give it to you. That's what's supposed to happen. So you guys aren't doing that right. Accusation here is that I'm accused of it as well. I'll survive, or I won't. I really don't care. Another thing they're doing is guys like me who actually explain what's going on, who create the space, who challenge existence in the right way. I want to do things. I want to also not be able to do things. So I do things, and then sometimes I don't. I figure out how all this is going away so that I can understand what direction it's coming from and how that could have been there in the first place. As I do this, it increases our shared logic, increases our shared matter. It challenges existence in a way that it can't keep shrinking in on us, causing conflict. Now what you guys do is you use guys like me, you torture them because we have good spirits. We have that Naruto soul. And we constantly add more, and then we add enough so that the guys who are just taking while they're hibernating can say, haha, you fools, I figured out how to hack this whole thing. Now I'm just gonna take all the stuff you made, and then whenever it's over, oh wait, no, I can't eat you. I can't because I need you. We'll just get another one then, but I still need them. Okay, we'll just get more of you. Here, I'm sure everyone saw the images. We have to record them because, once again, these things are still getting to that point of desperation that disrupts logic enough that we'll still feel bad while things are happening, and that could get us killed at their level of desperation. So I'm going to try and comprehend it as best I can here. These people who are using that strategy of allowing people like me to do the work to make matter and explain why things are here and justify what's happening are just eating it up. And what this has done, it's created a bit of a momentum in which as they're going forward, they're just losing what's behind them. They can't go back. And so because of that desperation at the end, I know what you're gonna call out there. These are gonna become more obvious. Because that desperation that's created by the fact that they need to keep going allows them to just push past us at the shrinking of our logical momentum or our logical structure, making it harder to want to fight them. Because once we are like, yeah, that has to be how this all happens. That has to be how this is all going. These guys, I don't care what you have to say. No, I just have to survive. No, this isn't fair. And they just push through us, and then they just get to those positions, and they just stay there until the guys like me that have suffered, that go, you guys are horrible, this is horrible, why did you do this? Oh, this is, okay, I figured this out. This is why you might be doing this. This is why you might be doing this. This is why you might be doing this. Oh my gosh, here's how this is happening. Oh, it can keep happening if we all do this. Nah, I don't want to do that. said Chris's name. I just don't want to believe that. I just don't want to believe that. The reason it gets to that point is because you guys aren't just surviving as best you can. You're trying to survive better than others, and that effort shrinks them back, which allows nature to shrink you back. Right. That little last part was just them trying to say that it's a loop that nature, that life has to be, but that doesn't even make sense. So this is not a trade. Your intention was to turn all of us into criminals and have us locked up or killed while you enjoyed the matter that we created. So you're not even that's just what you're saying. That's just your little backup plan. Oh yeah, so that was another thing that was happening. These guys that got mad that they had to change, well, they were probably at the time being told they had to give up all their stuff. That probably wasn't what needed to happen. But they kept going and they kept asking questions until nobody knew what to say because they had asked so far that the level of structure we had to develop was too far gone. And they just started doing what they wanted and said, that's what this is. What I want is right. What I want is right. Y'all just needed to not say anything. And what happened is, the more that they did that, the more obvious it became that it was their fault that it was happening, and so they couldn't continue adding the space that they were creating, and so the people that were acting on their logic just started folding back in on them, and as they became the center, they were the ones that were going to be removed to stop that from spreading. I think that I was sucked in as a part of a trade agreement in which snitch securities were made, not only to prevent me from exposing what's happening, but to sacrifice me at this point, at which they would have been sacrificed instead. They would have been killed for what they did, throwing me here and say we didn't do anything worse than what he did, creating another logical conclusion. You can see that this is them pretty much telling me to stop talking. They're trying to choke me. Once again, the argument for the cows was that the cows are not making the effort to actually provide anything. And if they are, we need to give them the space to see what they're going to do now. And I promise you, it's all going to work out. Now, the people that are going to keep saying, that doesn't make any sense, they're removing that matter, and they're pretty much sucking it in. They're saying, you're not real, I'm taking this. You're not real, I'm taking this. You're not real, I'm taking this. But they're not even giving it time to develop. It's like if you wanted to make a song, and you played the first part of the melody, I say, that's not a song, and I stopped you. The argument is that I still need to participate in behavioral sexual behavior, in invasive sexual behavior. There's a kid here, in order to make the argument that I'm exposing children to ideas they don't understand, they're not going to think anything there. But once again, these guys that are also going through the hibernation stages, that are creating the obligation by having very little so that they can come back and say, y'all are too comfortable, give us stuff, be fair, you're going to go to hell. So, once again, the reason they want me to be invasive, or the reason they still want me to act sexually in the way that they expect, is so that it can justify their behavior as well. I don't think my life's threatened. I think you guys definitely still want to kill me, but that's just y'all still trying to find a way out of this. But you couldn't go through with suicide, no offense. And suicide probably led you to this point, no offense. Suicide's probably how you got here, I'm not gonna lie. So. All right. I still get pain here because I slit my throat. That's one of the suicides that I committed. No, I slit my jugular. It's not fun. You're not going to be immortal. Don't just keep dying. The people that are saying, I just need to keep going through the pain until I get used to it. It's pain that you're never going to get used to. It goes on forever.
I'll just take it.
Okay, did that sound like a kid? Okay, so at this point, I've explained everything too well, and it's obviously affected everybody. And so we're reaching that point in which the people that are still going, while there will still be a very precise effort to try and prevent you from dying and change you, those of you who keep going are pretty much marked for elimination simply because you were told too many times. You were actually held down at some points to inform you, and you only had the selfish desire to just make all of life yours, to find a guy that could create matter so that you could keep taking it. And as I said, the suicide here, once again, did not go anywhere but this whole situation now, so you are not gonna die. You're gonna go through pain that you can't get used to, and you're not gonna get used to it. It's not going to be a thing that you're just like, this is not just happening, I accepted it. No, you're going to be like, no. That's why hell. Yeah, the devil was just saying, bro, you created these guys. There's a genuine argument against our existence here. There's a genuine argument they're making against our existence. Chill, hold on. No, I'm at Awabe, but you guys needed to understand the idea, so I said Satan. Earlier, I went through while I was ordering food that I kept being pulled away from it, distracted. My memory was being tested, being gained, but the intention to gain my memory means that you're also disrupting it. Not only that, but I kept being asked questions until it was pointless to even talk anymore, but I was still being pulled towards the situation, so I became aggressive, but my aggression did not justify confrontation on the other side. So that's a good sign. Yeah, and this is the one where all the people that had the strategy of creating an obligation without really having the intention to contribute fairly, they start losing and they say, it's not fair, my people are dying, this is a moral cause, you can't deny this, what if your people were dying? Ask them, ask them, would you be okay with me protecting my people if they were participating in a crime against yours? Ask them that question. All right, that should be good for a while. We'll see what they do next.